Good evening and welcome to the Bear Cave. I'm Teddy and you are listening to Night Talk. So come on in, grab a glass of wine, and join me. Are you ready, Rip Runners? You better get ready. I got a receipt. All right, so let me pull up my headphones. Rip running receipts. Because when we put them up, we're going to let it rip and then we take it down. We put it up, we let you see the receipt or listen to the receipt, and then we rip it down. So you might want to subscribe to Rip Running Receipts because I think how I will do it, like now, I could say, all right, play that. Give you a little bit of start. You can open up another tab and you can run over there and I can see, how many people are watching. Mhm. And then I can let it rip on that channel, take it down on that channel, and then we're still here. You see, I have to figure out a way that I can show these receipts, notify my audience so that they don't miss out. Because you need to see and hear the receipts. Yeah. Don't you think so? Mm-hmm. Because at first I thought when someone was live, then I will come on. I said that. Mm-hmm. But now it seems that they kind of wait for me to come on. I haven't been checking for them today, yesterday, not even. I've been busy. And yes, everything has been filed, to meet my deadline today. So we just need to wait. So back to RIP running receipts. I put the link to the channel. You can either subscribe or you can just keep it handy, however you want to do it. Okay. So there should be at least one question. I know I have one. You saw the post that I put up on my community wall. Okay. I'm not going to show it because I don't want to get a strike. But you can go and look at my community wall. But what I can show you, it's a restaurant, right? Margaritaville. Yeah, it's on Google. So let me just put that up for a second. Hang on. Because I know you want to see the receipt, don't you? Hang on. Let me pull it up. Hold on. Yeah, I had a nice shot for the background. Yeah, that looks nice, doesn't it? Margaritaville. And what else do we need to do? So that we can make it, entertaining. You just go and get your wine.
Nibbling on sponge cake, watching the sun bake. All of those tourists covered with oil, strumming my six string on my front porch swing. Smell those shrimp, they're beginning to boil. Wasting away again in Margaritaville, searching for my lost sugar or salt. Some people claim that there's a woman to blame, but I know it's nobody's fault. Don't know the reason, stayed here all season. Nothing to show but this brand new tattoo. But it's a real beauty, a Mexican cutie. How it got here, I haven't a clue. Wasting away again in Margaritaville, searching for my lost sugar or salt. Some people claim that there's a woman to blame. Now I think, hell, it could be my fault. I blew out my flip-flop, stepped on a pop-top, cut my heel, had to cruise on back home. But there's booze in the blender, and soon it will render that frozen concoction that helps me hang on. Wasting away again in Margaritaville, searching for my lost sugar or salt. Some people claim that there's a woman to blame, but I know it's my own damn fault. Yes, and some people claim that there's a woman to blame, and I know it's my own damn fault.
Margaritaville. That's Jimmy Buffett. So here's the question that I have. One of the questions. So if Danielle Robertson, who says she is anonymous, who says no one knows who she is, okay? And she's been saying that for years. No one on YouTube knows who she is, her identity. Wait a minute, let me just turn this music off. I don't have my headphones on, so let me just make sure nothing is playing. Okay. Then why would Tulsa make a video, make a pre-announcement that he's going to be meeting Danielle Robertson? Then, and I keep saying he, it's she, correct? I'm not doing that intentionally, okay? I'm really not. So then, if she makes a video in advance, an announcement that she is going to be meeting up with Danny Robertson. And then later, she makes a video, goes live, and throughout the video, for about the first minute or two, all she says basically is, I'm in California. I'm in California. She just keeps saying it. Relax and sipping her margarita. Hey guys, I'm in California. Just smiling. I'm in California. Kind of looking around, sipping her little margarita. And then she pans the camera, so you can see part of the restaurant with the palm trees. Okay, is how I discovered where it is. Okay, she, at the famous Margaritaville. Okay, and then she says she's celebrating Danny's birthday. We're here celebrating Danny's birthday. It's January the 1st, 2024. She's saying Happy New Year. Mhm. She said, I'm finally here. I finally made it. We've been here. I'm here in California. She was in California. Hmm. She was. Hmm. I don't think that was a set that she created in Oklahoma. There were people, there was music, you know, people in the background. You could hear things. You could see people outside in the distance. So then my question is, and you hear my dog, how could that be possible that she met with Danny Robertson? Are we to believe that? Especially since Danny Robertson says no one knows her identity, no one will find out who she is. Why would she take a risk to meet up with Tulsa? Okay, that's just one of many questions. Why would she take a risk and meet with Tulsa? Hmm. Someone put a comment in the chat, a regular, I think a newer listener or a newer revenger, and asked Tulsa, who is the we? When you say Danny, who is we? And Tulsa came back and basically said, enjoy the show. Just enjoy the show. I could ask other questions, but maybe you have a question. Mhm. But that should be an obvious one. Why would Danny Robertson meet with someone here on YouTube? Mhm. Take the risk of her identity being found out, meet in a public space with someone from YouTube, who's on this platform, who knows others. Mhm. Somebody had to pay the bill, right? Check out. Someone would have seen the person or persons coming into the restaurant, don't you think? Who? And I thought about that. And then I look at the picture I posted, and it appears to me that there is an individual, seated next to Tulsa. You could see it looks like, the right arm of someone. That's how it looks to me. I can't tell you what you see, but that's what I thought I saw. That's why I put it up so you could look at it. And of course, I would want you to see the video, right? Yeah, I do want you to see it. But don't you think, given that somebody else knows who she is? And if Tulsa met with Danny Robertson for her birthday, I don't know if her birthday would have been January the 1st, but, nearby perhaps. We do know someone that has a birthday December 21st. Okay. Could it have been her? We still don't know, do we? Mhm. Could the person that was seated next to Tulsa, could that have been a friend of her? You know, someone she was with? Because then I listened to her in the video and she says, you could hear the waiter or the waitress come to the table. You couldn't see them off to the left of the person that was seated next to Tulsa, was taking orders. And so Tulsa had her camera recording, and then Tulsa said, "Oh, I've got to put my camera, I can't record." But she had already been recording and speaking for, 3 minutes. All right. And then she said, "Oh, I have to put my camera away. Danny will be back. Danny's coming back." Something like that. You would need to hear the video. All right. So again, why would Tulsa pre-announce ahead of time, "I'm going to be meeting up with Danny. I'm going to be meeting Danny"? I remember hearing her say that. I'm like, no, wait a minute. Didn't she say she's anonymous? And so that would have been at the end of 2023. Okay. And sure enough, Tulsa, she said she flew to California. She kept saying to her listeners, "I'm in California." She gave the big, how you do with your hands, make the big heart sign. And she was just smiling, drinking her margarita, and, looked like she was having a good time. And then she said, "I'm here, celebrating Danny's birthday." Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So then who are the we California. Okay, so here's California again on the map. California, where we heard California. Okay. California, I first heard about California in 2022. Dave Oz said, "You're in California, and it must be getting pretty hot there in California." Okay. So Tulsa meets Danny in California. She was in California, Margaritaville. Yes. Yes. She was there having, you know, a celebration with someone. She said it was Danny. Who else lives in California that we've been speaking about? Danny Nirvana. Okay. Lives in, or then, that's another thing. Okay. So this is the end of 2023. Conveniently. Oh, there's so much. Wait a minute. Where do I want to begin? I was just about to put something up. Let me think. Who else is in California? Let's stay with the names of people. Rocky is in California. I see that. Cups. Yeah, that triggered my memory. Raquel is living in California. That's yes. So now, at least, quote unquote, uh, it's on paper somewhere that we've got a meeting between Tulsa and Danny Robertson in California. The Soul Cyclist is in California. Oh, by the way, if you want to know, Jimmy Buffett's Margaritaville is in Hollywood, California. It's located at Universal City Walk, just adjacent to Universal Studios Hollywood. Okay. It's a tropical themed dining experience and it's laid back. Okay. Palm trees, surfboards, beach style furnishings. It hosts live music, festive, beachy vibe. Yeah. Signature includes their cheeseburgers, nachos, coconut shrimp, Key West quesadillas, and more. So you can look it up. You can Google it right now. So again, why? Why would she risk? And then both. I'm here with Danny. We're celebrating her birthday. Think back. Tulsa, and again, I was not following all about the tea as much, but Tulsa used to be on the panel with all about the tea. Tulsa talked a lot about what happened and why she was a target. I didn't know. I knew about the funeral, but I didn't know the backstory. Mhm. Because Tulsa talks about, the panel talks about why when she came on, people who were jealous of this one or that one or her question things. She even talked about Princess a lot. I didn't know that. And Tulsa was dragged, she said, by a lot of people that basically ganged up together, and she named them and bullied her. Bullied her. Hurt her. Hurt her. I wonder, think about the first and second video that D for Danielle made about Nosy Whole Life in surviving Nosy Whole Life. She kept talking about, all of the things, the people that Nosy Whole Life, what she was doing, her criminal record, this and that. But she talked about how she hated, this particular group and that particular group and trans. This is for education, criticism, news reporting, teaching, and our learning. Hurt someone she loved. That's right, Vicky Black. Danielle said there were more than just Monique Tolbert that Nosy Whole Life hurt. You're right, cups. And every time someone tried to tell their story, Tulsa cock-a-doodle-doo head popped up. I didn't know that Tulsa had made a video about me and was playing when I called the police to report and crying. Wow, I didn't learn that until just yesterday. When I was looking and doing some other things. A lot of people have made videos, but I never really talked about Tulsa. Yes, I played, that little video, and I only played clips of it. But Tulsa, you mean you are key enough that Danny Robertson would meet with you? And oh, by the way, she supports, Monica and Tasha K. And she was just going off, listing different things. Yes. I have never thought about Tulsa at all. Not really. Just, Tulsa's just talking. What does Tulsa know? Now it's, what does Tulsa know? And why do certain people always show up? And sometimes fake beefs are created, and but then, people make up, kissy kissy face. Was that true or not? Again, that's why I asked that question. That's a fair question to toss out there because I hadn't really thought about it. Why not? So, Tulsa girl, could you tell the people? Did you really meet with her? Or did you just, throw that out there? Now, you were in California. And the thing about it is with Tulsa, because you just never know what to believe with Tulsa, right? So it's kind of like the boy who cried wolf. Maybe this time, because remember, when I first heard she was going to meet Danny, as she called her, I thought, oh, Tulsa's pulling our leg. Yeah, right. But then she makes a trip to California. I don't have any proof who she met in California. There is evidence. It appears it's real. She was in California. So, Tulsa, who did you meet in California? Did you just meet up with some friends that you know? Not Danny Robertson, because she says no one knows her on this platform. No one. Least of which is Down the Rabbit Hole News, who said, I don't know who she is. So if Tulsa knows her, surely Black Rabbit would know her. I would think. I would think she would know her, right? So that's why I question this. I question, was this just Tulsa being Tulsa? What do you think? What do you think? I'm going to read your comments. Vicky Black says fake. Cups says, I don't think Tulsa met with Shaky. Agent of Chaos. That's what a lot of them are. What is this? She led HLC to curse you out. Oh, that's right. I completely forgot. It was Tulsa, the cheerleader. That's right. She was on with Hood Life Crisis. Yes. She sure was cheering her on. She sure was. Push it out. That's what she said. Uh-huh. So, yeah, that would be one of the reasons. Just yeah, just in the background, just how some people are want to get, like to see a good fight. That's how I think of Tulsa. You know, just in it for entertainment. Uh, it's definitely a lie. And why, Cup says, Shaky would be okay with Tulsa saying she was with her, but she did all this to you for being her for Halloween. Yeah. Something is not adding up. So, Tulsa, you can tell the people. Yeah. Debunk us. Give us, tell us more. What was your trip like? Mm-hmm. Cup says, Rabbit, is that Rabbit also, was the first to say Shaky was black after John Yates said she's in the UK making English muffins. So now put all these different people together, all the people who have been around, and Tulsa's been around. I have not paid, much attention to that part, but all the people who were around, who were part of the All About the Tea, maybe some behind the scenes making videos. Mhm. What is this? Who stuck that battery in her back? Joanne says, judging by QT's prior infamous antics, I don't believe her. And plus, she even said that she allegedly signed an NDA. DR would never trust QT. You're talking about Q. Mhm. Doesn't make sense. So, what was the angle? Why? What was going on at that time? I remember. She's on payroll, definitely. Baby Juju says she's on the payroll. Conveniently shows up certain places, does things. Haven't been following, don't know where she's been last, but she makes videos, right? She has her own YouTube channel for a long time. Joanne says it was a play designed to throw you off, Teddy. That was the end of 2023. Yes. Uh-huh. We had been hit hard. And what would come, I had no idea. The court situation, February, March to follow. But what happened before that was the, showing all of Danielle Elizabeth Allen's photos. And that's what DR did, her Instagram and all of that, a couple of months before then. Mhm. So somebody's in California. Who's in California? Again, this could have been Tulsa meeting with friends that she knows, right? Yeah. Cup says, I think she was trying to get your attention to throw you off track. She never really got my attention then. I'm talking about her now, a few years later. Yeah, that's interesting. Mm. Joanne says, who could ever trust Q? She'll get drunk and tell every secret known. Oh, you're talking Q as being queen, like Queen Tulsa? Is that the Q that you're talking about? Yes, wasn't she a moderator for Jaguar Right? Remember? Did we hear that? Like if we played some of these old videos. So she moves around. Hmm. They all do. They all do. I just don't pay it attention. Rare Group says yes, she was on Jack's panel. Also, Robot did dox Tulsa images of QT in an orange jumpsuit. Yes, I do remember that now that you mention it. Oh, so QT is Queen Tulsa. All right. Yes. But let's think about, what's this angle with Tulsa? She's part of this. Yep, she was with Kimmy. Hmm. Yes, she was a mod. They were having church sessions. Now, Tulsa, like, I've heard her say, to have fun, just come on, be different, right? So I've always thought of her as, that's just her shtick. And the same thing with Sparkle. I used to get the two for some reason early on. Yeah, would confuse the two. Let's just say that. Mhm. Let's see. That's what the troll farm does. They move around. Yeah, so I don't know. I put in my post, this is what Tulsa said. This is why I'd want you to hear the video and listen and see. Do you believe her? That's all she kept saying. I'm in California. I'm in California. I mean, she just kept on repeating it. Like I'm finally here. And I'm celebrating I'm here celebrating with Danny, her birthday. Mhm. Okay. Um, Love Win says she also befriended Tokyo Tony, Black China's mom, and that was built off Queen Tulsa lying that YouTube content creators harassed her because she's trans, TT, and Black China are in California and close to Jag. Just saying. Again, all comments are welcome, and I'm going to read them as long as they're, tactful. That angle, huh? Yes, you're talking about Jaguar Wright befriended Tokyo. Mhm. Yeah. Lovewind says, I got side eye on everybody that was rolling with Jag. How did all of these people, coordinate it and decide this is, I mean, if this is the case, this is the big schema. And, all these different moving parts, because there are others who are involved. If this is the case, there are many others who would be part of this game. Mhm. Be part of the game. Playing both sides when convenient. Joanne says, no way. QT was paid. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Cups of conversation. This really is surviving a troll farm. When I first heard that phrase troll farm, I didn't know what it meant, didn't believe, it's like there's enough evidence out here to at least enough information to make you say, no, yeah, there really is a troll farm. That's not a conspiracy. I'm really beginning to believe there is a real troll farm. I think this is my first time really saying it like that. And who is the head of the troll farm, if there is one? Who is the head of this? Who decided? Who's sitting back? So then Nosy was not lying about that at all, says Cups of Conversations. Cubs seems to think it's Tasha K, all about the tea, and Jane. They are all on the same side. But people are I support Tasha K. I don't really say much. I don't. No. It's other people. But I'm not part of any inner sanctum. No. We need to go to the beginning because now I'm starting to see something. Maybe something that I didn't want to see or didn't realize or didn't know. Wow. So you've had Jaguar Wright, King Pain, they got together. Sean Davy Way, he was hurt. Remember when Jaguar Wright first went to Sean Davy Way's chat? Do y'all remember that? Mhm. Yeah. Who was moving around to all the different content creators? It was Jaguar Wright. When she came, she was going from Willie Vanilli, Nosy Hole Live, Tales. Did she have a little run in? Yes. Did she have a run in with Toxic Diamond? And King Chameleon, he is the UK Connect. He is. He was a big troll. Because he was definitely part of the takedown crew. He knew about the takedown of Nosy Hole Live. He said so in a post. I've read it. I told you. He said he was working with others to take her down. Yes. You've seen that post. I showed that post. I don't know if I want to stop and find it now. If I can't find it in just 1 second. Let me see. King Chameleon. Okay, let me put up a. Let's do it like this. There we go. June of 2021. King Chameleon. He was there. What did he say? Fair use commentary. King Chameleon's eye. And then I covered who this he was saying to. He said, yes, me and a few others are working on YouTube to slander her back and to get her shut down. He has the Jamaican flag, black fist. Thanks for speaking out. She is relentless. Nosy Hole Live. Hashtag stop Jamaica. King Chameleon was part of the Dirty 40. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Remember, he would make these little videos with song, short. He made a video introducing basically Down the Rabbit Hole. Do y'all remember that? Oh, they had to be in touch. She moved around too. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. How did all these people come together? Cups of Conversation says, yes, they have a system. They move like ants. Okay, let me take him off here. Put this back up. Yes, introducing her. Introducing, basically, putting out, talking about, her, what she does, investigating, and, did a little song. There's rabbits and all this. Yeah. Mimi Twin said, and all had some connect with all about the tea. Yes, all of them. How convenient. Moving in concert together with all the same goal. So then, who linked up with California? And Simeon, Raquel, brought her in the mix. Mm-hmm. With MT. So there's some overlap here. And Cup says, and Iron Troll told us all about the tea troll farm. The low down dirty 40. Mm-hmm. Yes, King Chameleon was on the party line. Yes, he was. Let's see. Mimi Twin says King Chameleon even joined R&R's panel several times when she was on tune with, the farm to a limited extent. Yes, they handled her only, she was, I've always said she wasn't in the inner sanctum because, no, she was there, but I don't know if she was sworn to secrecy. Rare Group says, oh, Jag is very familiar with the troll farm. A family affair. I'm telling you, Danielle, her true identity, whenever that's, really known, I'll just keep saying it that way. I think others around her, there's got to be one other person that is going to be revealed to. Yeah. Yeah, she was on the outskirt. Yes, she was. She was on the outskirt. I'll just say, allegedly, Trees was paid to do things. I think she's admitted it. Yeah. Little cash app here, little cash app there. Yeah. Mhm. To go after people to do things. Yeah. And Trees like the money. Yeah. So she made no bones about that. Later, she did. And some of it was brutal. Mm-hmm. Yeah. She was doing Danielle's bidding every day. Mm-hmm. Yes. Cub says they knew they could pay her for her opinion. She marketed herself as such. Yes, she did. Yes, she loves money. She doesn't she doesn't apologize for it. A Cup says, "Oh yeah, when she go down, they're all going down." It's all about the money and keeping people, suppressing others at the expense of lining someone's lining their pockets here. Mhm. And if someone is going to interrupt anything, any person that's part of that, you're attacked. I personally am focused on one individual. Mhm. I'm side eyeing somebody though. Yep, the side eye. Oh, I'm not going to play that receipt on here because I want to keep this video up. I don't want to delete this video. Mm. So if someone's waiting out in the background, no. Mhm. But we need to get those receipts out. We need to let you hear it. Mimi says, and all had some connect. All, yes, all of them, the ones. Cup says, I'm focused on 3. So you named 3. Let me go back to your 3. Who you think right here. So you think those 3 are the head of the troll farm or part, or who's the head? Is it all about the tea? So not Tasha. Okay, so not Tasha. I didn't think so. Okay. 3. Oh, I think I know the 3. Yeah, okay. I think I know the 3 you're speaking of. Okay. So you think it's all about the tea, who um, Iron Troll says there was a troll farm. Where is BT now? Isn't she still on YouTube? And why? Now I'm trying to think. Why did she? Did she came after you, Cups? BT. Hmm. I know she's a big Nikki fan. Anybody's related to that? They're all big Nikki. Yes, the black tea. BTB. Hmm. They're huge Nikki fans. And certainly, if Nosy Ho Live, and when she was, coming after, talking about Nicki Minaj and Kenneth Petty and all that, they certainly wanted just to stop Nosy Ho Live. Yeah, they're big fans of Nicki. So you've got Black Tea Block is one you say. Jane is a second. This is for you, Cubs. And is it just three? As if you've named two, I can think of two more that I thought. Hmm. I can see why Tails and Jane, because I remember that story all too well. Hmm. Oh, the Simeons, several of them. Mimi Twin. Hmm. Some people are so removed because, well, we don't see them on YouTube. But I think they're around somewhere. Mhm. Oh, okay, got it. Cub says it's three people I'm focused on for something else outside of shaking. All right, keep that. Got it. Mhm. Well, I do think when it, you know, um, right now I'm waiting. I'll be waiting probably a week for an answer. And I've done my part so far. And all I can do is hope that I can move forward. Yeah. Let's see. In Shaky's situation, Cup says, um, LOL, it's too many to count because the list is growing clearly. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So it's kind of like put that situation group of people. Yeah, I got it. Mhm. Yeah. There's so many. There might be some like splinter groups or splinters, and we don't. Me, let's not forget Auntie Lily. You say something new to think about. That's right. Yeah. Not to mention Soul Glow, and think about. Oh, think who mentioned Sunny? Who mentioned Sunny in a video? Wasn't that, well, we were listening to the video last night. Hear her? Mhm. Was talking about people, you know, people met up in Atlanta. Who was supposed to be in Atlanta? Let's see. So Deb, Marcella, Sunny. Who else met beside the three? met up in Atlanta. Who else? Oh, Princess. Uh, Tulsa called Princess something had to do haunted princess. I don't know, something about that. Yeah, Sonny hubby. He wouldn't have anything to do with it, would he? Hmm. Um, I think there's a question mark. Yep, when it comes to her involvement. Mhm. I really do. It's only because people's reaction, is too invested in the apology to Miss Toper. Oh, really? Cup says you would be surprised. Yeah, there's a lot I don't know that I haven't even considered. Yeah, yeah. But there's a lot of people who live in Atlanta's entertainment, and yeah, it's kind of a mecca for that, right? Let's see. Cup says two got computer geek hackers allegedly. You see, I don't know about all that background. Oh, Mimi, Sonny's a Texas connection. That family is huge. Yeah, I know. Cup says, my. It's like this entire sector. Maybe there's a chunk of people who already knew one another, and you know, more family came on, and that's not a conspiracy at all, because no stranger just comes to YouTube, drops out of the sky uh, to avenge for a nobody. Come on, that's baloney. It was family. Yes, that's why they came, for family, someone they love. But there could be several people they love. So who? Oops. Love wins. Pamela. Good evening. Good evening. Mimi says built their own platforms and tried to fit in undercover. Let's get rid of that. As a matter of fact, let's do this. Back right there. Where I can see that the sound is good. Built their own platforms and tried to fit in undercover. I think Sunny is related to MT, says Baby Juju. It would not surprise me if that were true. Let's see. Cup says, I told y'all it was the great YouTube hack, lol. This is truly a cautionary tale. Someone she loved. Who mentors someone to be a troll? Yes. Mm, 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 mm. How did she get linked up with her? I just wonder, how did people get handed off, introduced? I am telling you, I've seen something that supports the notion that someone created a page and handed it off to someone. I've seen something. Yeah. She was trolling for attention. Trolling. Definitely happened. Cubs. A tag team. Wow. Some of this is just unbelievable. Really. So I've been on, it is now almost 11 o'clock. Yeah. You can email me at unwinewithteddy@gmail.com. Let's see. Oh, all right. So folks are on the email. I'm just now looking at your email. It is 10:53, and the first one came in almost an hour ago. Let me just put on some music. I'm going to read a few of my emails, and oh, wait a minute. Yes. Cannot be. So, yeah. Again, when I came on this whole, Tulsa, there, went to California on, January the 1st, 2024, stream live. She was in California. She could not have had a green screen that would have brought, people walking in the background, panning a restaurant. No, I don't think that was a green screen. That was her. At least, my eyes say so. I don't know. But it appeared she was in California at the Margaritaville. She said she was there to celebrate. Okay, so let's one song, and I will be right back.
Hey, baby. Ooh. Whoa. for quite some time. Hey, can you give me a moment to declare my love? Can I tell you what's on my mind? Can I get a chance to let you know you're my heart's desire, and I love you so? Will you stay right here, or will you run away if I tell you what's on my mind? I know we're more than friends, but less than lovers. This is not the end. There's much more to discover. Promise to stay. Will you promise to never leave if I tell you what's on my mind? Can I let you see the real me? Will you hang around, or will you break free? Would you break free? I just need to know. Would you let me go if I tell you what's on my mind? I know the day will come when I let you go. The love I have for you will really grow. Promise to stay. Will you promise to never leave? Come back to when it's you and me forever, yeah. Ooh, can I tell you, baby? Can I let you know? Can I let you know? Can I tell you? Ooh, can I let you know? Can I let you know? Let you know? Can I tell you that I'm digging your skin? Can I let you know? That I'm feeling your mind? Can I tell you? Can I tell you? Can I tell you? Can I tell you?
All right, so I'm reading through some more of your comments, but I think it's time to say good night. It is just about 11 o'clock, and give me a chance to kind of wrap things up a little ahead of schedule for once, okay? So, biggest bear hugs go out to all the grizzlies and the honeybears. I plan to, come on tomorrow. Let's see. I'm just looking. Yeah, I should be able to come on tomorrow morning. Keep your bear phones on and, and join me. Pam said, I just subbed to the new one, to the new channel. Peaceful Sleep. Yeah, I want to show you that receipt. Yeah. Just know that I have it and I will show it. Okay. All right. Rare Groove says, great live, Teddy. Thanks for all your emails. Those of you who hung out tonight. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast. That's it for me. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm Teddy. Good night.
She's fun, unapologetic and wild. Oh, she's loud in bed or nuts, always crazy about guys. 사람들은 모두 그녀를 몰라, and that is fine. She doesn't mind. Get to know her, babe, then you can hate. Her dress is tight, fits just right. She's so fierce with her style. She talks that talk and walks that walk in her high heels with pride. 손가락질 받는 게 익숙한 girl, 예쁜 여자, 쉬운 여자. 깜짝 놀랄걸 yeah. Samantha Samantha 그녀가 정말 원하는 건 Samantha Samantha Just to be loved love love that is all 사실은 다시 다칠까봐 두려워 사랑한다고 말하긴 좀 어려워 Samantha Samantha She's got a sweet sweet heart after all She's got a sweet sweet heart after all 급사랑에 푹 빠져버린 것 같아 Blue eyes yeah. Hang on girl honey there's more I love you but I love me more Oh that's what she said once So she's wrong whiskey는 어디로 튈지 몰라 사람들은 그녀가 모습만 봐 And that's fine She doesn't mind Get to know her babe Then you can can't help it but fall in love The moment she makes you Can't help it but fall in love The moment she makes you Can't help it but fall in love The moment she makes you Can't help it but fall in love The moment she makes you shine Samantha Samantha 내가 정말 원하는 건 Samantha Samantha Just to be loved love love that is all 사실은 다시 다칠까봐 두려워 사랑한다고 말하긴 좀 어려워 Samantha Samantha She's got a sweet sweet heart after all Can't help it but fall in love Can't help it but fall in love Can't help it but fall in love 눈물마저 사랑스러워 사실은 다시 다칠까봐 두려워 사랑이라면 다친데도 괜찮아